Kit Kats can read.
Hey guys, today is Monday. It's the start of a new week and I'm trying to be really good by being like, yay, I've vlogged on a Monday. I'm beginning a new vlog today. So today is the 23rd of September and I'm off work today. I have realised the past few days that I'm pretty bad at vlogging as I'm editing my other vlogs and my monthly reading vlogs. I'm like, oh my god, there's so much missing footage, it's crazy mental. So I'm sorry that I'm so bad. So I'm just laying here. It's early morning. It's 11 a.m, which is early for me. I got up a couple of hours ago. And I'm just laying here So I'm currently listening to the Final Fantasy VIII soundtrack whilst reading. Today is day number 1 of the Contemporary-a-thon as well. So I thought I would crack it off with the graphic novel that I've got towards a challenge of, I think I got it for the illustrations on the cover. So I thought I'd read that. I haven't read a graphic novel since the beginning of September, and they seem to be an easy thing of me getting through at the moment. So I'm reading that at the moment, and I've got to my section of Scythe pretty much last night, just before midnight. So I'm on chapter 28 of Scythe, so that's very good. So the plans for today is that I'm chilling, and Ben said he's going to try and get over for 5 p.m. or something like that, and then we can have some dinner together, which we're saying we're going to order the 2-for-1 pizza, because on Mondays, literally at the kebab house just up the road from me, which is I'm not even joking, a 2-minute walk, they do a 2-for-1 pizza on a Monday. So we're thinking of having that today. And then this evening at 7:45, I've got to be in Ringwood, literally the next village over. It's a 10-15 minute drive from me. And it's the first get together for the musical, which is going to be Barnum. And I've already been asked by somebody who I did the summer show with, Angela, her name is. She's like, are you going to it? And I was like, yes, I am. I've asked to have the evening off and they gave me the day off. So it's really nice. So it'll be good to see everybody and then just see what the actual musical is about, more about it, and meet the director and everything, and just see everyone again. And maybe if I see something that I could go for, then I could audition. But I believe, from what I know, Barnum is very circus involved, so yeah, I can't cartwheel for the life of me or juggle, so I don't really have that many good skills. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be a blast. So yeah, so I thought I'd go to get together and learn more about it, and just to socialise and see everybody as well. Gets me out of the flat and everything. Excuse me. So yeah, that's all that's mainly happening today. So I've edited, as you can see there, it's currently uploading to YouTube. I have edited my reading monthly vlog for July. So I've got August's reading month to edit, but I've also got weekly vlogs for the whole of August to edit and go up as well. So I'm going to try and see if I can edit some videos, to even at least edit them so that I can just let them upload during the night sort of thing. So yeah, so I'm letting this one upload now anyway, because I need to get a video uploaded. So if this one finishes within the next few hours, then I'm going to try and do some editing. I'm just going to edit and then save the videos edited, and then I can just, like I said, just literally upload them. So a funny thing happened yesterday. So I came home from Ben's mum during the morning, and they've got this blackberry raspberry bush, because they've got this field there where they've got 2 little Shetland ponies, and so I was told pick some. So I was like picking and eating them as I was going, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to take some home for Cookie. So I filled his bowl with just a few of the raspberries and blackberries, and then like I'm just like coming through ready to settle into bed around like 11, half 11 at night, and he's only gone into his fruit bowl, and he's sat in the raspberries and blackberries, and he's got a purple butt, and he was like walking it everywhere. So there's like, because the trouble is blackberries stain, and so he's got like little purple footsteps that are just like everywhere, like on his ladder, which is, it's quite funny. And I was like, I'll see how he goes. You should be able to lick it off of his skin and everything, off his fur. And so I checked this morning, called him out of his house. I was like, Cookie, hello. And he like wandered out, and thank goodness he is clean. So he's managed to bathe himself and get himself clean. So that's good. But it was just so funny. So bless his little heart. But he must have enjoyed licking his fur through with fruit stains on his little furry butt. So yeah, he's happy. He's asleep at the moment. I had a cup of tea already. So yes, I'm pretty much going to head off now, do some reading, and then after I read for a bit, I'm going to be playing some Final Fantasy VIII because I haven't played it for a few days. So I'm going to do that. Yesterday I sorted out my books. I didn't really vlog about it. I was quite tired actually. But like in my garage, I went through my book boxes like one by one, like how I usually do, because if you guys haven't been following my channel, then you won't know how many books I own. But I actually have a garage where my car is stored, but I also store my books there too. And the books that are here, they're not the only books I own. The books that are in the bookshelf here, they are books for my 2019 reading challenge, which I selected like 40 books, and yeah, I haven't done very well, to be honest. But the bottom shelf right there is books from like my first few book hauls that I've ever done on BookTube that I just still haven't read. So they're like my book haul / TBR. I went through my boxes, and I had like 3 crates of random books that I, you know, from hauls and from books I was clearing out of the shelf, and I was like, I need to slot them in somewhere. So I went through book boxes one by one, and I took new pictures because it was new arrangements. That's how I know where books are. So I literally like number the pictures. All the boxes are numbered, number the pictures. So it's like box 1, like bottom row, second row, third row if it's a really deep box. Or it could be like row 1, row 2 if it's just like a secondary deep box. Or it can, if it's a really, really small box, be like 1 level. I do have some boxes in the garage that only have like 1 row of books in them. But I do own some like crates as well. I tend to sit those on top of like a few stacked boxes. So yeah, I went through and I've sorted out all of the books in my crates as well. I've separated the books that I've owned before BookTube as well. So I've got those in, I think, 2 crates worth of, but they're like small crates. So I'd say probably like 1.5 book boxes worth of like books that I've had since before BookTube. Those were the old school paranormal phase that I was going through. So I've got some sort of vampire books in there, I've got some paranormal books, ghostly books, witchy books, and that sort of thing. Old dystopian books sort of thing, some old contemporaries. So I've separated those as well, so I'm going to try and read from those boxes. And then yeah, with the other book boxes, there's 5 in total. They contain all the books from my first year on BookTube of books from my TBR and book hauls that I haven't read. I haven't uploaded all of them yet because I did do quite a lot. I did a reaction video to all of my TBRs and all of my book hauls from 2013, so I haven't uploaded them yet, but I'm gonna try and read from those like within like the next year. So I'm gonna like do a little progress update sort of thing like by the end of this year, beginning of next year, and then I'll do like a progress update like halfway through the year sort of thing and see how I do. But yeah, I've been pretty good. Like I've been using my library and my BorrowBox app and, you know, ebooks I already, just reading books I already own, so like ebooks and physical books I already own. And I've, since my car boot sale book haul, which I've still yet to upload, that was the very beginning of the month. Since then I've only got one book, and that was to do with work, and that's a dementia book. So it's a non-fiction book, but it's a book that I would like to read alongside my job, because I am an assistant healthcare / carer person at the place where I work. So yeah, I'd like to learn more about dementia, even though I just did a course about it, but he was like, you should read this book, it's really good. And so I managed to find it cheap because it's a like university textbook that's worth like £20. I managed to get it for £3.50, so bargain. But yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a read and seeing what I think about it. So yes, that's pretty much what's happened the past couple of days. That's my plans for today. And yeah, so I will try to do my best to like vlog for you over the next couple of days, like today and tomorrow, just like vlogging things that I'm doing, because Ben's going to be coming over later this evening and then probably leaving tomorrow, because I go back to work Wednesday as a long day, so it means like getting up 6 o'clock in the morning. So Ben will either stay and get up at 6 with me, or he will leave Tuesday evening, which I don't blame him for, really. So anyway, so I'm gonna head off now to get this reading done, and I will speak to you guys hopefully soon. Hello everybody, today is day number 2 of the contemporary fun, and also I've been day offing today and a little bit productive. So I've spent my day with Ben's mum and Ben. We left mine here around, I say around 10 o'clock, and then we got to Ben's mum's for 10:30, and then we went to get Ben's mum's new car, then we went to Ben's boat, and then we went for a meal at a pub, and then I went separated from Ben, and I went off with Ben's mum. She had to go pick up her laptop, and then she dropped me off when my car was at theirs, and then I drove home and went to my nan's to get my weekly food shop. So I've got all of that now, and yeah, so I'm just about to go edit a video. I am thinking I'm either going to edit a reaction video or another weekly vlog, because I've got loads of those to do, or I could do my car boot sale book haul. So I'm thinking of doing one or the others of those. And then I'm going to blend some fruit, because I've got a lot of fruit to blend, and I'm thinking of blending a couple of smoothies and maybe even blending some oranges to make some orange juice. But yeah, I've got a lot of fruit that is about to go off that needs to have something to do with it. So I love my smoothies, and so I'm thinking of having them as drinks. And yeah, so I'm thinking of doing some smoothies because I've got a lot of fruit to get rid of. So yeah, and then I'm thinking of doing some reading, but I'm feeling quite tired, so I might do like a little bit of reading. I might play a bit of Final Fantasy VIII as well. I'm just gonna see how the day goes. I'm back to work again tomorrow. I've literally, this is my day 4 off. Like, I've had 4 days off. I didn't even like ask for them, I've just had them off, and it's been so nice. But I did work like 7 days in a row, so I've earned it. But I'm back to work again for like 1 day, and then I'm off again for 1 day, and then I'm back in for like 3 days, maybe more, who knows, because it's my weekend on. So yesterday I went to the musical meetup where we met with everybody that wants to do the musical, and let's say I've picked up a lot of audition sheets and music sheets. I'm just gonna go all in and go for it. Like, I've never had a main part in a musical before, and yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Like, to hell with whatever, like to hell with getting nervous with auditions. Like, I'm just gonna go for it, you know, and if I don't get it, at least I've tried, you know. So I've got a lot to learn musically, so I've got the music to listen to. I'm just gonna learn it, learn the tune, then I can learn the words, sort of thing. It's in a couple of weeks time, so I've got just over 2 weeks to learn all of this stuff. So yeah, that's plenty of time for me. I can just spend some time like within the next few days just focusing on it, because I love singing. I've been singing in my car the past couple of days. I've been really obsessed with a couple of songs from some movies, so yeah. So that happened yesterday, so it was really good, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, and then Ben was over, so I spent the evening with him, and yeah, so I'm actually quite knackered. So I'm gonna head off now. I'm gonna get this video all edited, and yeah, then I'll speak to you guys very soon.